Hey guys, how's it going? I'm gonna get everything set up real quick. Hopefully you can hear the music. But yeah, hopefully you guys can hear this music. I'm gonna let chat come in here real quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna I'm gonna probably get a thumbnail made. Oh dang, I can hear it from over there. Anyways, yeah, I will be right back, you guys. Just one moment. My bad. I trying to make the thumbnail. All right. Yeah. My bad. I trying to make the Also, I like to know where I could find the not find. Hopefully, I don't know why you guys can't hear music. Like, it should be there. The music should be there. That's come on. Come on. I don't know why it's taking so long. Alright. Where? I didn't even download it. Ain't that something? Luckily for me, I can have it right here. Download. There we go. Sha. Alright, there you go. Bam. Luckily for me, there's a lot of, there's a few of these here. This one, what's amazing about this thing, OBS and Wondershare, is both of them have Arnold 2.0, which is the font used for the series. Anyways, I'm just gonna text on my phone, by the way. I don't know if you guys can hear the music. Like, let me know if you guys can hear the music. I'm gonna, let me see here. Yeah. Alright. It should be working. Anyways, let's jump to stream. Big shout outs to Tiermaker. Tiermaker. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to these guys. We got these episodes right here, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. I wanted to get no music. Yeah, I figured that. Just 1 second. Let me mute my mic so I can do something real quick. Okay. So, I'm gonna turn the music up just a little bit. Alright. Yeah. So, I think it muted the output. But, anyways, I want to make sure everyone's here. I want to make sure everyone's in here right now. Let me sign in. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure everyone is okay. Alright. So,
thank you, kind sir.
You're welcome, kind sir. I want to welcome everyone here. Hopefully we can get more than a few people here, you know. But what I want to do
thank you, kind
is,
sir. Thank you, kind sir.
Okay. I want to make a tier list of all the Hey Arnold episodes. You know what I'm saying? Well, not all of them for right now, but let's start with season 1. And, yeah, I want to do it live because I wanted to get some of your hooted feedback on this. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I set up at the good old Sunset Arms. You know what I'm saying? I got myself a temporary stay here. And so yeah. I paid Grandpa Phil. He told me not to call him Grandpa, just Phil. Phil Shortman. Gertie, or Pookie, as he called her, thinks I'm President Washington. So I'm not gonna question her. I'm just gonna go with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna crack on with that. From time to time, I'm going to check the volume of the background music. You know what I'm saying? Now, I do not own any of this. This all belongs to the amazing team behind the series, Hey Arnold. And yeah, let's see here. See if I can I start a poll? Oh, that's what it is. Oh. To be fair, Pookie did look like an owl. yeah, I guess that is true. But yeah. I think we can start here. For some reason, they have it all jumbled up. They got the music all jumbled up and stuff. But I'm gonna take a second to listen to this music right here. But yeah. Alright, so it's still playing. But I'm gonna turn it down just a smidgen. A smidgeroni. Man. But yeah. One of the things while watching Hey Arnold that I really love is the music. Now, you may not agree. You may not agree with this tier list. But I will have to say, it is my hooted opinion. You know what I'm saying? And I've got some notes on each episode. Some of them I can just off the cuff, but some of them I will have notes for. Now, I'm gonna start by the episodes as they appear, like 1, 2, 3. So we're gonna start with the very first episode, which is Downtown as Fruits. Downtown as Fruit. Now I could rearrange this, but I did it last time. It's just So where is Downtown as Fruits? Really, where is it? There it is. Alright, right here. Downtown as Fruits. Without a doubt, automatic S tier. Why? It's the beginning of the series. It's the beginning of the series. It has to go S tier, you know what I'm saying? I've written down here. Downtown as Fruits. It's the first episode, not counting the unaired pilot or the little skit that had a claymation Arnold. I can't remember what show it was on, but in the mid to early 90s, there was a little skit that had a crude, what would be soon to be Arnold, and that was the very first appearance of Arnold Shortman. It was not even on Nickelodeon. It was like on a sitcom show or something. It was like a bumper in between that Craig made. Anyways, next up is Eugene's Bike. And that is our first S episode. And Eugene's Bike is the first A episode. Eugene's Bike. Now, I made it an A, but I made it an A because it's an okay episode. It's an okay episode. Arnold feels guilty for everything that happens to Eugene, thinking he's to blame for all his misfortunes. It's a lot like that one episode. What was it? Eugene's pet. Usually, whenever something happens with Eugene, Arnold isn't that close behind. Or isn't that far behind. Like with, Eugene's pet. You know what I'm saying? I think the best episode for Eugene had to go with April Fool's. And even then, the animation kind of reminded me of, kind of middle of the animation series of Ed and Eddie. with the prank king, the April Fool's thing. But yeah, that was Eugene's bike. Let's see here, what's the next? Eugene's bike. What I can do. Let me turn this up here. Eugene's bike. Sorry, I'm just gonna do this here real quick. Hey. All right. Now this is from the wiki. Arnold escapes from church. Arnold's walls. Arnold. Oh, what? Oh! Whoopsie. Sorry about that. Let me just do this again. So, apparently it's been studying back since like 1988. Before the main series premiered, Craig Bartlett created three animation shorts. So these Arnold escapes from church, the Arnold waltz, and Arnold rides his chair, all from 1988 to 1990, which are like shown on Sesame Street. That's it. It was Can you believe that Arnold, before appearing on Nickelodeon, actually appeared on Sesame Street? That's crazy. Anyways, Downtown is Fruits, Eugene's bike. What? Oh my gosh, you're kidding me. So you're gonna... The list? Haunted Train? Hang on. Ugh. Cause like it's I'm trying to watch the list in order. Okay. There we go. So we just ranked season Downtown is Fruit and season 1 Downtown is Fruit and Eugene's bike. Now it is The Little Pink Book and The Little Pink Book and Field Trip. Now, Little Pink Book is another A rank. The Little Pink Book. But yeah, the reason why I like the Little Pink Book is A rank is because now these are no specific order. The first instance of Helga sneaking into Arnold's home overnight. There's all of them stem around Helga's secret. Helga keeping a secret from Arnold. You know, trying not to tell Arnold her secret that she likes him. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it's an okay episode. It's probably one of the weaker ones of I think it's like the lowest stakes of Helga sneaking into Arnold's house. But yeah, let's go on to Field Trip, and that is What did I put field trip as? Did I even put it as something? I did not. Field trip. So that's when I would say field trip. I'd have to put field trip because it's when Helga and I believe it's when Helga and no, that's not it. Helga and Harold get left behind. You know what I'm saying? And it's up to pretty much Helga to get him back. But you know, I thought it was an okay episode. It doesn't really do anything for the characters, you know what I'm saying? So honestly, I'd have to put it on B. I'd have to put it in B tier. It's an okay episode, you know what I'm saying? But it's not the best, you know what I'm saying? It's not the best. Arnold's hat and yeah. So, Arnold's hat. Arnold loses his hat, and Helga feels bad about it. And the entire time, Arnold just feels crappy. You know what I'm saying? He's, yeah, it's a C tier. Now, it's not bad, but it's rather mid. You know what I'm saying? It's a rather mid episode. It's not anything bad again, but it's not the best. You know what I'm saying? Arnold just mopes around. Gerald has his friend. Gerald has everyone. Harvey the mailman, Mr. Green. You know, oh, who was the plant lady? The local flower seller, Mrs. Oh, I can't think of her name. It starts with a V. Mrs. V. Verselli. Anyways, they had everyone. Yo, what's up? I'm just ranking Hey Arnold season 2. What am I doing? Oh no, out of C. What am I doing? Okay. Na 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 na. So I'm ranking Hey Arnold episodes. So far we got Downtown as Fruit as the S tier first one. We got the S tier for number, you know. I'm trying to get this to where it's like a decent size. Vitello, that's it, Mrs. Vitello. It's good. How's your day? My day's good. So, Gerald has Mrs. Vitello for Mr. Green, Harvey, the mailman, everyone just giving Arnold compliments, while Helga searches for the missing hat. And it's not that great an episode. I'll be honest. It's an okay episode, but it's one of those episodes where you just kind of go, okay, that's nice, you know, but can we get to the next episode? Now the next one. What's the Stoop Kid? Now, some of you might not agree with this, I'm just saying, some of you might not agree with this, but here it goes. Now, Stoop Kid for B rank. It's one of the most memorable episodes of that really shows Arnold's compassion and how he can look past rumors and help people with their problems. Now, I'm gonna let this moment sink in. Now, do you Hoots agree that you got there's something. Hang on a second, my buddy's calling me. So, how's it going? Oh, that's why. Okay.
What's going on?
Oh, not much.
Oh, I saw your live stream that you're
Yeah.
making episodes. Wait, which one did you put the Held on the Couch?
I haven't got. That's not season 1.
Oh, that's not season 1. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I am so sorry.
So
What about the Christmas episode?
So that's not there yet. So what do you think so far of the tier list? We got S tier. The only S tier one we got is Downtown with Fruits. First episode, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We got Eugene's Bike as A tier, and
Oh, yeah, Eugene, but I remember that.
A tiers are Eugene's Bike and Little Pink Book. For the B tier, we got Field Trip and Stoop Kid. And for C tier,
Yeah, Stupid.
for-
I remember Stupid.
for this-
I remember that episode, yeah.
for C tier, we've got Arnold's Hat, which it's an okay episode, but it's not the best. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, what about the Christmas one? Yeah, that one.
No, that's not. Yeah, but that's not until a little later.
Oh, okay.
All right, so can you hear me?
That's like a really good episode.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I freaking cried.
Oh yeah.
I cried in that ending. You know when Hug is like standing
Hello. Oh
outside
no.
of
Oh dang it.
Arnold's apartment.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right. So there's gonna be moments where I kind of shift over to
No, gotta have those
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
but you know, she had those snow boots, you know, go
Go spend money. All right. So the next episode I'm gonna rank is Helga's Makeover. And
Oh, Hug's makeover, I remember that.
I know some of you guys might like it,
Also,
but for me, it's
Oh, yeah,
it's another C tier. It's gonna have to go to a C tier.
Also, the pouch I was doing very well.
That's good.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if Brendo informed you.
Oh yeah, yeah.
About said pouch out.
They had the
I didn't inform you or no?
they had a lump removed or like a growth removed from their leg.
No, it was like it wasn't a growth. It was like a mass of like soft tissue.
Oh yeah.
That it was on her leg, and she had to like get it removed. And let me tell you, like those stitches are like really freaking tight, man. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it's healing. Like it's healing really well. Like her hair's like the fur on her leg is starting to grow back. It's like growing back in it. And everything.
Yeah.
And on top of that, like the pills we give her, they make her like really drowsy. Like it's basically like NyQuil for dogs.
Oh yeah.
It just makes her really like it says like on the thing it says they cause relaxation and it definitely relaxes her. I'll tell you that. It's like a pain reliever.
Yeah.
We give it to her so she's now like yelping in pain.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't.
No, it works, so.
Yeah. There we go. There it is.
Oh, how's the fan, by the way?
Oh, they're good.
Enough.
Oh, they're good. So, I'm gonna... Every so often when I go to the next 2 seasons and stuff, I'm gonna have to jump back off to another thing. So, like, if I go quiet, that's why.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, the next episode is The Old Building. Why is there an ad here? Oh, come on. So, when it comes to The Old Building, there's an ad, and I can't skip out, and I can't back out of it. Come on, get out. Ad. Go away, ad. Oh my god. Oh yeah, you'll click on the ad, alright. What? Oh. Oh, that's nice. It's not even charging. I'm trying not... I didn't... So the old building... Sorry guys, I wasn't expecting my friend to call. Where did I put the old building at? I know. Oh, yeah. Hey. The Old Building is a good episode. Mainly because I hate that I gotta look for it. Because it's random. The Old Building I place at A rank. Because Eugene's... It's where Arnold has to be in the middle of this little squabble between between his grandma and Ernie Potts, as they fight over the old theater. And they fight over the old theater, and let me see here. Yeah. Sorry about that. Anyways, season 1. Alright. Sorry about that. Hopefully you're watching this. Let Yumi know. She can chat here. Alright. Hey, how's it going? So next we're jumping over to
Joe is very tired, so.
yeah. The bait no, this one's
recovery is going very well.
that's good.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah. But yeah. What brings Ernie and Grandma together is the beautiful music of quasi Frank Sinatra character Dino Spumoni. And one second. Is a quasi is called Dino Spumoni. So the reason I like it so much is because I don't know. It has both sides are arguing and stuff, and one second. between Grandma yelling at Ernie, Ernie yelling at Grandma, Grandma wanting to save Gertie, wanting to save the building, and that's so weird. Her name is Gertie, but he calls her, Phil calls her Pookie. Arnold calls her calls her Grandma, which obviously, you know, that's her grandma. But Pookie. Anyways, Ernie wants to destroy it, being a, you know, construction worker. And it took Dino Spumoni for Ernie to understand that even though his song got Ernie into construction, it was also where Pookie, or Gertie, and Phil had their first date. Or one of their dates at the old theater, where they listened to Dino Spumoni. And the song was, don't, was it Smash Your Heart, or Don't, darling, you broke my heart in pieces on the floor. So tell me, why shouldn't I break some things of yours? Anyways, the next episode, you might disagree with this one, guys. That was my grandma's dog's name, Pookie. Yeah. I don't know if you guys agree with this one. I've been thinking about this for a little bit, and 6th Grade Girls is up next. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it's getting a D tier. Now, the reason why I'm getting the D tier, I'm giving it the D tier treatment, is I don't like it. It's not. I always thought it was funny when I heard it on Hey Arnold. The dog lived to be like 20 years old. Aw. That is one old puppo. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. The episode I thought was great. No, not great. I didn't really like it. 6th Grade Girls. Mainly because, let me see here. I got a little tangent on this. That's how much I don't like it. The first D rank. This is basically similar to grooming, in my hooded opinion. It's not as bad as later when Arnold. Actually, I can give me his opinion on this. So, hey, I'm on 6th Grade Girls. That's pause. That sounded bad.
Arnold and Gerald, they try to make themselves look older.
No, that's not it.
Oh, that's not it?
Well, no, I think that was a later episode. The two 6th grade, it was like two 6th grade girls asked Arnold and Gerald to the dance to make their boyfriends jealous. And I get it. Like, it's not as bad. No, they do. It's just, it's not as bad as later on when Arnold meets Frankie G in the episode Cool Jerk, which I will get to, you know what I'm saying? But, it only took until their boyfriends attacking Arnold and Gerald did they finally go, oh, we're sorry, me and Connie, we didn't mean to, you know? Yes, exactly. Hey, Maria, get over here. No, you get over here. Get over here. Which, by the way, I think the same. I think a similar character. Pops up in the very last episode of season 1, but I'm not sure. He looks like it. But anyways, let's go back over to. All right, 6th grade girl. The baseball. The baseball. Let's go to the baseball. Where did I leave on the baseball? And I put it in A rank. So, the baseball. I like it. I thought it was an okay episode of the baseball, where Arnold want nothing more than to meet his idol Mickey Kaline, and he.
Mickey K-Line, I remember that.
This was.
You reviewed that last year, I remember.
Yeah, I reviewed.
That's a good episode, honestly.
I reviewed the baseball. I was watching it, and I like the message of. I like this episode. It shows how Mickey Kaline just wasn't in his prime anymore, and as much as he didn't want to admit it, it was time for him to retire and move on to better things in his life, like starting a baseball-themed restaurant called Mickey's Dog Pound. And Arnold got to play catch with him and hear him reminisce on good times. I do like this episode.
Yeah.
More importantly, I like hot dogs. I like cheddar brats. So, getting to sit in like a dugout themed restaurant and maybe like hear do 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 do, you know?
Honestly, I think probably the episode I like. I mean, like, I honestly, I like the Christmas one.
Oh, yeah.
That's a really good episode.
Which is also in season 1. But just so you know.
I also like the snow episode too.
Oh yeah. Us Hooties have a baseball theme. Us Hooties have a baseball team. You know what I'm saying? We gotta.
The Hoots?
It's the home run Hooties.
Hooties?
The home run Hooties. Yeah.
Oh, I remember. Because I remember, like, me and the fam, they were, like, we had, like, this baseball thing. And we were playing against the Hooties.
Yeah.
I remember
Rick,
that. The home run
the
Hooties,
squad-
I remember that, yes.
The squad. What was it called? Rick called it Squad Town Sluggers or something like that.
Squad Town Sluggers, yeah.
And Rick's.
Sims was so annoyed, and he was like, I never, Rick. He's like, I never agreed to that.
Rick, I didn't agree to the name. I said we wanted it to be called the Squad. He's like, whoa. I want to throw a little pizzazz into it, you know, Squad Town Sluggers, you know? And of course Sims is like, hey, what? No. And of course Sims is like, hey, what's wrong with Squad 8? It's a cool name, you know, for a team, but
That's what people know us as, but you know, you can't do this.
Yeah, I know, right? Anyways.
And I remember I was like, I was kind of annoyed. I was like, I wanted to be called this. And I was like, I wanted us to be called the Skull Crushers. And he's like,
They just looked at you.
he was
They're like,
we are
shut.
not naming ourselves the Skull Crushers just because you think it's cool. And I'm like, but it is cool.
All right. So,
Sounds cool.
speaking of which, what 2 episodes were you talking about again? What 2 episodes were you talking about?
Oh, you mean the snow and
Yes.
so you mean
Exactly. And guess where those are going.
I would not know. It's
S tier. Both.
oh,
That old fart got.
Wait,
Wait.
is S
There's
tier,
some.
like, what are they, like,
These
these
are
rankings?
some other girls Phil took on. Exact. Yeah.
What are these?
Oh, I just remembered that Connie and Maria, in the episode, Grandpa was it when the Billy Madison like episode when Grandpa Phil has to go through like elementary school, and he went to 6th grade. He turned bad and took Connie and Maria out on a date.
Oh, I think I remember that.
That old fart.
Yeah.
What? Nah, Mickey Kaline. Mickey Kaline wasn't dead. Ha.
I think I remember, like, hearing that episode was, like, a little, like, controversial. But it was this
Yeah.
with,
That was.
wait, is this when
Yeah.
Grandpa.
Yeah, Grandpa
Oh, yeah,
Steely.
I like that episode.
Steely
It
Feel.
was like a big controversial.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It was absolutely controversial. Anyways,
And I'm pretty sure I already know the reason why.
yeah. But anyways,
Was that like a band? Like they ever like?
no. I mean, they obviously Grandpa Phil isn't like you're gonna sneak into the PG-13. Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's like, Grandpa, where you going? Me, Connie, and Maria. No, we're gonna sneak into a PG-13 movie. And it's like, Grandpa, you're 81 years old. Hey, don't break my scene, man. And it's like, bruh, don't break my scene, man. And it's like, Grandpa, you're like what, 50? You're what, 50? Come on, Grandpa. Shut. Don't call me Grandpa. Anyways, Heat and Snow. 2 episodes. There's S, A, B, C, and D. S, A, B, C, D. Oh yeah, the S is like top tier. S tier, you know what I'm saying? Super. So Heat and Snow. S tier is like A, and then S tier is like, you know, S. A tier is like A, and then like B tier, okay. C tier is like mid, and then D. D is reserved for the. Yeah, but I don't think there's like really bad. Okay, so D rank isn't like horrible episodes, but they're just like you know what I'm saying? Luckily we only have 2 episodes in the D rank, in the Dinky Stink rank. But the reason I like Heat and Snow is because they both deserve the S tier, as they act as sister episodes. One is about a massive heat wave that causes Arnold to search for any source of water and escape from the heat. And Snow is about the importance of play ethic, not so much work ethic, you know? That's the problem with our society. No work ethic. But it should be no play ethic. I've also reviewed both of these episodes too, along with the baseball.
Wait, is the one where the episode where Phoebe like meets that singer?
Oh yeah, that's not until later on. No ice cream, no peace. No ice cream, no peace. Bro, we got ourselves a fellow 90s kid over here. You know what I'm saying? That is oh, what was his name? What was the singer that Phoebe met on that episode? I saw your face and wow, that's the meaning of eternity. I saw your face and wow. So yeah, Snow and Heat, Heat and Snow, S tier. I feel like a real heel. We got Operation Ruthless and The Vacant Lot. I've been out, Miriam. Operation Ruthless and The Vacant Lot. Now,
I like the vacant lot. Is that what like they turned out wide?
yeah. Now when it comes with Operation Ruthless, I'm gonna be honest with you. That one also goes into the C tier.
Arnold's Valentine.
That's the very last episode of season 1.
I don't know where you put that. So.
Oh, that. I'll get to it.
I know the Halloween episode. I think that's season 2.
That's season 2, yeah. Which I also reviewed that one too.
Oh yes, you did.
So when it comes to
Thanksgiving episode you reviewed too. So.
yeah, when it comes to Operation Ruthless, it's another mid episode. It's mid, to be honest. I'm not a fan of episodes where the characters go after some random love interest and another person tries to stop them getting together.
Yeah.
Not that some can be good, but this is one. And Arnold and Lila. No, Ruth. Arnold and Ruth. Also Lila. Let's be honest. Yeah.
The girl that Arnold likes.
You know who Ruth reminds me of? Trisha Lang. It's not me. It's Ronnie Mac. Ronnie Millsap the third. Ronnie Millsap. I saw your face and wow. I am not the one singing. I just moved these handsome lips. Ronnie. Ronnie Matthews. That's it. Ronnie Matthews, not Ronnie Millsap the third. I almost said Ronnie Millsap the third. Ronnie Matthews. I saw your face and wow.
Yeah, that's the singer that Phoebe likes.
That's the reason of eternity.
Okay,
I saw your face.
that's the singer that Phoebe likes, right?
Yeah, Ronnie Matthew. Yeah.
Yeah, Ronnie Matthews. That was his He was such an asshole, but like Helga got lucky.
But yeah. Like, Ruth is one of the examples of having like a just no interest in Arnold, but he has these like fantasies and like he's all like, oh, Ruth McDougal. I didn't say the third. I meant to put lol. Oh, okay. But yeah, I like in the episode where Arnold's like, hi Ruth, hi Ruth, hi Ruth, hi Ruth, like a zombie.
Oh, he's like, hi Ruth, hi Ruth. And he's
Now,
like, I'm like, Arnold, I'm like, what
the
are you
vacant lot.
He's like, I swear, like, he's like,
Where did I
he's
put
like
the
Chris
vacant
going
lot?
Melina. Like, every time he just like, when Chris like sees Melina, he's just
Beat
like,
here.
he's like, she's so hottie, hot.
Hottie, hot,
Like,
hot,
Chris
hot.
going, wait, that's literally what he calls her. He calls her a hottie.
But yeah,
That's what he calls Melina.
Ruth.
Hottie.
Ruth reminds me of
Literally, it's a song that he made about her.
yeah.
He goes, hottie.
Um,
And I'm like, it's like, she's that hot. And I'm like,
Yeah.
great.
Anyways, the vacant lot. I liked the episode.
Surprised Arnold doesn't have a song about Ruth. I was waiting for that, man.
Bruh.
I was waiting for that.
Arnold's creative, but when it comes to like that, he'd probably be like, hi Ruth, hi Ruth, hi Ruth.
Hi, Ruth.
Ruth, I was like, come on, man. Because Arnold writes her a note and signs it anonymous. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Ruth.
That was in the Valentine's Day episode.
Ruth reminds me of Trisha Lang.
That kid.
You know what I'm saying?
Remember Patricia Lake? Oh, yeah, she does.
She reminds me of Trisha Lang. That very annoying kind of like, oh my god, like.
Remember what was in the Valentine's Day episode? Like that kid, like asked their teachers, he's like, but what if we've never experienced love? And then the teacher's like, then you'd be me. And I'm like,
Oh. Wait, what episode was that?
that was in the Valentine's Day episode where like they were making cards and then they were making Valentine's Day card and the one kid was like, God, I forget the teacher's name, but he was like, but what if we never experienced love or happiness? And then the teacher's like, then you'd be me.
Are you talking about Miss Slovak? Which
Miss Slovak, yeah.
the first teacher, like I get it. She's been like she's oh bullhead, bowl cut, glasses and a bowl cut.
No, what if we've never experienced love? And she's like, then you'd be me.
Are you talking about Curly, aka Thaddeus?
No, not Curly. The other kid, like he says cool, like
What does he look like?
Um,
Oh,
That has like an Elvis do, you know?
Peabody.
I think so.
Does he talk like
Kinda
this?
like
Does he kind of have glasses and talk like this?
Gerald Field. Yeah, we can call it Gerald Field. Now the vacant lot. Okay, let's get back to subject. Vacant lot. Then you be me. But the Gerald Field. Yeah. The vacant lot. What keeps the vacant lot from being an A tier is how the parents just took over the field with no consideration of how the kids feel, and they spent all that time cleaning it up. And Peapod Kid, that's it, Peapod Kid. Yeah, Peapod.
And like they freaking, I know they just take it over without like no remorse.
And now
Those kids spent that entire time cleaning
it took
the lot for y'all.
like they were arguing over it, right? And
Up for themselves. Like,
what?
Y'all need to have respect for the lot, bro.
Yeah, respect the lot.
Kind of reminded me, like that episode. It actually kind of reminded me of like Sandlot.
Oh yeah.
Reminded me of, you know, the Sandlot.
They had kind of like a rudimentary like scoring system, like they wrote on the wall, and they didn't have much chairs and stuff.
Yeah.
But the adults after they realized that, hey, this is the kids, they turned it into a professional baseball field. Like they made it turn to like hey man, leave my chickens alone. Yeah. Oh man. Oh god. Susie, no. Give me my chicken, Susie. Yeah, Kakaska, ya bomb, Kakaska. Yeah, hang on. The next one is the list. Yeah. Oh yeah. Was it me? Who gave me gold? The list. I thought the list was okay. The list and Haunted Train. So let's see if I wrote anything about it. The list. So I couldn't think of a better place for this episode than the B rank. Now I know everything wasn't supposed to work out as most planned things are supposed to. Like, that's why I never plan ahead for anything. Like, it never goes smoothly. The episode where Arnold plans out the perfect Saturday. You're gonna eat cereal, watch cartoons, go down your favorite, the highest hill, watch a movie 3 times. You know, the list. but Arnold couldn't even eat a bowl of bran flakes with and a nice bowl of Topham cottage cheese, moldy sour milk, and mutant aliens from outer space. You know, couldn't watch that. TV exploded, power went out in the whole house, which I'm guessing from the fact that the house came in like the 1890s, which was like 1890. Phil's dad bought it, got it in a card game from like 1890. Eat cereal, watch cartoons, get my baseball stolen. Yeah, exactly. Got his baseball stolen from the. Who was that weirdo? Who was that weird guy in the episode that's like, okay, I'll play card. And then the second Arnold throws in the ball, he runs off with it. That guy has been in a few episodes. I can't think of the character's name. he was a weirdo. Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Arnold gets his baseball stolen.
And then, like, when you said weird, I thought you were talking about the kid. I thought you were talking about the kid that was constantly punching him in the face.
Oh no, that's
Brainy.
Brainy. Yeah, no. That Brainy's normal. Brainy's one of the boys. But when Arnold comes home from a horrible day,
Doug is always constantly punching him in the face.
well, I mean, he's breathing, you know. When Arnold comes home, Grandma's like, "Oh, what's wrong? My whole day got ruined." And she's like, "Well, I got something to say about that. When life gets you down, feeling a frown, don't look away, look up. You know, blue, out in the blue, you know the way, look up." Steve, quick little research. Apparently his name is Steve. Oh.
After all these freaking years, we finally found
When
out
you're
how-
feeling under the weather
Like, I was
and
so
the clouds are coming in.
What happened when Arnold and
Yeah, they've been asleep. They've been hit with a sleeping sickness.
like literally the whole time.
All right, next one. It was just a normal day.
I know about that. Like, they've been asleep. I was just happy.
It was
I watched the movie. I was just really happy that we
Yeah.
finally got that answer.
so
You know, like, we finally got an
where is
answer.
it at? Where's the train at? Where's Haunted Train? Okay. After a seeming
Oh no. Who's sitting?
after just a regular ordinary day of nothing, you know what I'm saying? Steely Phil directs the group.
Steely Phil. Oh my god, yeah.
Directs no that's not that's not an episode. It's Phil's nickname. Steely Phil.
No, I know that's the nickname, Steely Phil.
Oh, that's an episode too. Yeah, that is an episode.
Yes, I was like, that's an episode. And I'm like, Steely Phil, that's an episode.
That's when he faces off against
But also, it's the episode where they put on, is it Romeo and Juliet? Was that in season 2?
that's the Arnold's play or school play.
Yeah. And then
Haunted. Oh, so you may be surprised. You Hooties may be surprised here, but Haunted Train, S tier.
Oh, the train
A-da-ba-doo-da-bo, the train, walking down the tracks.
What was that song? I know there was a song about the train in that
Do-do-do, jumping off the tracks. Hoo-hoo. So, I like how Grandpa gave them...
I know there was a song in that Haunted Train episode. There was
Yeah.
a song.
Um,
Conductor singing. I can't
I like...
remember the name of it.
So-
I can't
so
remember
when it
how the
comes-
song went, but I remember.
So when it comes to the Haunted Train episode, I like how Grandpa gave them something to do, like setting up a side quest while the main story before the main story becomes available. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey,
Yeah.
short man, while you're waiting for your next adventure to pop up, I hear about the legend of the Haunted Train. No, Grandpa, what's that? And then next thing you know, side quest available, the Haunted Train. But anyways, video game analogy aside, some may feel he put them in danger, but how was he to know that it led to the steel mill? I mean, he's like, what, 80-something? Of course he should have known. But it did. It made sure they weren't bored, you know? So he probably knew it was safe. Either way, it was a great episode and worthy of the S tier. Also, you gotta respect polka music. And the next episode is... Ooh. Stoop Kid, Vacant Lot, on the Train, Mugged. Oh boy, Mugged. Mugged. And it is also... The episode Mugged is also in S tier.
Oh yeah, when Arnold gets mugged and he has to learn, he learns martial arts from his badass grandma.
Mugged a nice. This episode is a nice dark episode. A very nice Yeah. It really taps into people's fears of like, you know, of getting mugged. And instead of Arnold taking his grandma's lessons to heart, it shows a good message. Don't go looking for fights, but only when you have no choice but to defend yourself.
Yes, that is honestly a very good message. That's like a really good message.
I only wanted to tell you where the bus stop was. The bus stop. Hey. And then of course he does a little like, oh, you want the bus pass? Come and take it. Come and take it. And there's like a moment where his face turns like he becomes the Fly, and he's like, ooga booga booga, I'm a fly, ooga booga. So, the C episode, the next episode, Roughing It.
I think I remember that one.
That goes in B. Yeah, I have to agree. I marked it as B. Roughing It. So, I don't think I put any letter for it. It's basically, I believe it's the episode when Arnold, Gerald, and Phil go out into the woods, and he's all like, "It's about roughing it, boys." But on the way, he teaches them some very helpful tips. Yeah, where they're in the wilderness.
Episodes like that, where like they're in the woods, and that's like, oh, we have to rough it. Even School had an episode like that.
Oh yeah.
It was like Cusco, Bolina, and Frog, and they had to like be in the jungle, and they had to use their common sense and instincts.
Yeah.
And Cusco had like this emergency emperor bunker.
But
He
yeah.
had, like, this emergency emperor bunker that
And then
he would stay in.
And then,
It was like so funny.
Big Bob the episode made me mad because the scene where everyone yells at Arnold for attacking that dude. You can't just, yeah, I know, right? Like, that's someone in the dark. You expect him to, yeah, exactly. But anyways, Roughing It. Big Bob comes in with this big beeper RV, and he's all like, "Hey kids, we're gonna have steaks and eggs." And Harold, they're eating beans and like, you know, Arnold and Gerald are eating their steak, their beans, their little beans and homemade flapjacks, which, I mean, I get it, you know. And then they run over and leave Phil hanging. Like, come on. But Big Bob takes Helga, Phoebe, Gerald, and Arnold out hiking, and Big Bob's tech all fries up, and it's up to Arnold and Gerald to learn what Grandpa taught them to bring them back to the RV safe, while Big Bob is, sunburn, bug bites, poison ivy, you know what I'm saying? That's also, you notice how Miriam is nowhere to be seen? Cause she's probably with her mom, drinking it up with her smoothies. You know what I'm saying? Ha! Anyways, that's Roughing It.
But yeah, because it's been confirmed that Miriam is basically an alcoholic, so.
Next we got Room 16.
And I think we all can agree with Big Bob's narcissist.
Oh yeah, definitely. Let's go to Room 16. Steak and eggs. I know, right?
That Miriam is indeed an alcoholic.
Yeah.
He literally confirmed it.
So, Room 16, the one about...
Background design for Ricky Morty's from Ricky Morty's season 8.
Oh.
And one of the characters designs we got was, even though it's schoolwork, Adult Summer.
What?
So we'll get to see what Summer looks like as an adult, yes.
Probably one episode. Then it's like, oh jeez, who's that? Oh, that's Adult Summer. And it's like, hey guys, it's me, Adult Summer, and that's it.
it's like a mini Adult Summer.
So,
And like you see, like Summer's like, oh my god, is this woman?
oh my god. Oh, don't spoil it, bruh. Ha. Anyways, Room 16. This episode isn't one of my favorites, but it's not one of the worst. It shows the worst of the boarders, like from the jump. Like they're all being catty and stuff. Why does Mr. Smith have a bigger split level room? I don't know, Oscar. Maybe he pays his rent double? He pays double rent? You know, Mr. Huynh, who's supposed to be the humble one. Well, mostly from like the one with most common sense. Yeah. Yeah. He was in Vietnam. He had to live in Vietnam for like a few years after he gave up Mai. But anyways, that's not yet. So it shows the worst of the boarders. Ernie in particular. Ernie at his worst. Oscar right behind him, and from worst to least worst, it would have to be Ernie, Oscar, and Mr. Huynh. You know what I'm saying? Like, Ernie, they all want to open up this package, and they only feel bad about it after they rip the box from Gerald. They yank Gerald from the top part of the room, and then they break the package, which had a photo in it of his family. And yes, he is secret, but that's what Mr. Smith is, you know what I'm saying? Mr. Smith is a secret man. And it's like, I don't know, I don't really like the borders in that episode, you know what I'm saying? Don't like it. Let's see if the music's still playing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Anyways,
Thank you, kind sir.
so what did you think of the episode? Do you think it was pretty good? I mean, honestly, again, I wasn't a big fan of the episode, cause just how they treated the, you know. But yeah, I could probably just do the, yeah, there we go. And that was the episode, Room 16. Okay, let me go to room 6. Oh, there we go, room 16. Arnold. Did we get everything so far? Yes. Roughing it. Arnold as Cupid. Arnold at Mr. Yeah, I know. Mr. Huynh's character did seem to change up a bit. Like, he was, I wouldn't say he was a stereotype the very first season, but he wasn't the best character. He did improve a lot as the series went on, but off the cuff, like right when he started out, he wasn't the best. So the next one is Arnold as Cupid. And so what do you think of Arnold as Cupid? Where Arnold breaks Susie, one of the many times that Susie throws Arnold one of the many times that Susie throws Oscar out of the house, or out of their room, and Oscar leeches off of Arnold for a few days. Wait, let's do this first. The second and final C tier episode, or the second and final D tier episode, believe it or not. Arnold as Cupid. Arnold has to get Susie to forgive Oscar before he just completely ruins Arnold's life, leeching off of him Oh, Arnold, oh, I'm sorry, I got to practice my saxophone. Or, Arnold, it's okay, it's okay if I bet your stereo system. It definitely won't lose the game. With, him and, oh, who was, those two guys that Gerald, those two guys that wow. Let's start the sentence again. The two guys that Oscar plays cards with. They appear in this episode, and the episode Oscar and the Baby, and I think they were in the episode hang on. Arnold should have told Phil about Oscar. Yes! I guess he felt too bad. But that's weird for a grown man to move into a 9-year-old's room like that, regardless of the situation. Not okay at all. Exactly. Bruh. I think it's because Arnold's known them for so long that he feels bad. You know, yeah, he feels bad. And he's like, he doesn't understand that those aren't family. They're strangers. Wheezing Ed and some other guy. That's it. Yeah, Wheezing Ed. Those two guys. They were in the Wheezing Ed episode, which is in season 1. That's season 1. They were there, Wheezing Ed. Ain't that crazy? But yeah, that episode's later on. Those two characters, they play cards with Oscar. Let that sink in. Those two guys who has Arnold's stereo, or, you know, boom, they also have a friggin', they started a counterfeit penny operation. And then they come back in Oscar's baby. Or Baby Oscar. And it's like, bruh. I mean, I get it. Reform, you know, character, had to look it up. Vic and Maury. Yeah. Yeah, Vic and Maury. Like, I get it, you know. They had a counterfeit penny operation. How are they still walking around and playing cards with Oscar? It's, Rick and Morty. Sounds like Vic and Morty. Yeah. Hey, Maury, you wanna go on adventures? Sure, Vic. Where we going? We're gonna start a counterfeit penny operation up at Elk Island. Anyways, not that yet. But anyways, door number 16. It's alright. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? Arnold as Cupid, that's it, yeah. Yeah, Arnold as Cupid. I hated it. Because it once again shows... it once again shows the worst of Oscar. You know what I'm saying? He's like, oh, my cherry tart fell into her strawberry thing fell into Susie's water thing. You know what I'm saying? And instead of giving her his, Oscar eats it. But Oscar could have, like, I guess Susie should have been like, Oscar asked, and Susie would have been like, yeah, sure, I would like it. Or Oscar should have been the adult and realized maybe giving her that would be a sign of selflessness instead of selfishness, you know? Oscar is always the selfish one, never thinking of anyone else but their own feelings. And that's what I hate about Oscar. Anyways, Oscar is Cupid. D tier. Let's move on, shall we? Where? Come on. Alright. Why am I doing that? Okay, come on. Alright, there we go. Oscar is Cupid. Next up is Benchwarmer. And it is another... Yep. Not gonna lie, I don't like this one. It's rather mid. Where's it at? There it is. It's another C episode, bench warmer. You know,
Pass to Tucker. Give the ball to Tucker. Arnold, give the ball to Tucker. What are you doing? Give it to Tucker. You're out of the game.
it's. Let me see. I got some notes here. Bench warmer. It's nepotism at its finest. Even though Arnold can play circles around Tucker, Coach Wittenberg, which by the way, they never mentioned Arnold having passed the ball to Tucker. Exactly. When have they ever mentioned Tucker outside of this episode? Like, we've seen Tish, we've seen Coach Wittenberg. I haven't seen every Coach Wittenberg episode, you know, this one, the swim team one, the bowling episode where Coach Wittenberg and Tish had that competition where they had like married, I think it's called Married Again or something like that. Did Arnold bring up Tucker, or were they brought up any time, or was like, I don't know. This episode feels weird because it introduces a character that we never see again after this episode. Was Tucker even in the wedding episode? I know, right? Was he? Was he in the episode? The wedding episode? Cause that's his son, right? That I don't know. That is crazy. Like, Tucker is such a one-note character, no offense, that he's not even invited to his dad's remarriage. You know what I'm saying? That's nuts. But Harold, oh my god, Helga is Tish's first best lady, or best girl, maid of honor. Maid of honor, that's it. And no, yeah. Why is Arnold the man of honor for Coach Wittenberg? You know what I'm saying? Why isn't Tucker his man of honor, his son? Like, wouldn't that make sense? Since, like, I don't know if he has any brothers, if Wittenberg has any brothers, but wouldn't it make sense if Tucker was his man of honor? Or if that, I don't know. I'm an owl. I don't know these things. Exactly. Is Tucker Trish's kid or Coach Wittenberg's son from a previous marriage? I don't think Coach Wittenberg brought up that he had a past marriage, but I wouldn't be surprised considering, you know, who knows? Him and Tish might have been married for like years. But yeah, bench warmer, not one of my favorites. It's like an you know what I'm saying? It's an on the list of like Arnold episodes. But that was bench warmer. The next one is Cool Jerk. Now, you're gonna be surprised with this. I'm not even kidding. You're gonna be surprised with my choosing of this episode, because of how I treated 6th grade girls. You're probably gonna think, wait a minute, shouldn't this go in D rank? Well, Cool Jerk, in my opinion, goes in C rank. Now, the reason I put it in C rank, and I put a little side note for the episodes. Where are you at? So they just have a son and said you're not invited to our renewal ceremony. Maybe they disowned him after seeing how bad he was at sport. Yeah. Now that might sound bad. So they just I honestly see Tish and Coach Wittenberg doing that. Honestly, I honestly see him sending them off to his grandparents, to either Tish's parents or Coach's parents. You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy. But yeah, I see Tucker sitting off to his grandparents after that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think their home. Also, I don't think their house life would have been any stable anyways. It would have been crazy. Anyways, the cool jerk. The cool jerk is at a C, and what keeps it from going to D tier is it teaches Arnold. What the hell? What is this? Hello? What is this? But yeah, what keeps it from going into D tier? What keeps it from going into D tier is it teaches Arnold a lesson. It's like, what the hell? There we go. It teaches Arnold the importance of knowing who his true friends are. Who just wants to use him. Which is similar to 6th grade girls. Connie and Maria are treated like, but it's like Connie and Maria, they're treated like lesson learned. You know, like they don't seem like they learned a lesson. Like Connie and Maria went on to do the same thing to Phoebe, use her to do their homework. And they went on a date with Grandpa Phil. That's weird. You know what I'm saying? Whereas the cool jerk, Gerald taught Arnold a lesson, helped him out even. And this episode is just a little bit better than 6th grade girls because it treats the ones that are manipulating Arnold and Gerald like they are boys. They shouldn't have done that, and just because you feel bad about it doesn't mean it was okay. That's why I like Cool Jerk just a tiny bit more than 6th grade girls. That's why it's on the lower end of C tier. Not saying it's good, but it's still like better than D. Anyways, Das Subway and Wiesned. So let's go to Das Subway, which I have it ranked at. I watched the episodes that I previously ranked them. That's why they're like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm looking it up, see what rank I put it into, to see, you know. Let's all hold hands down on the subway. And I know you might be surprised, but it's a C. Let's all hold hands down on the subway. You know that I find it funny how they use this episode, a very mid episode, if I'm gonna be honest. Helga and they need to get home. Or what was it? Yeah, they're heading. I think it's like they're heading back from the movie theater. And I didn't even write a note about it. That's how mid it is. Get out of my house! That homeless person. They're trapped in a subway. The premise of it is Arnold's like, hey, I know how we can get home quick. Let's take the subway, because they're downtown after dark. And they get trapped with a psychiatrist, his nurse, or his patient, a blind man, a homeless guy that I think we see in another episode. I think we see that homeless guy in another episode. And the blind man's dog has a litter of puppies. And his dog Killer is a lady. And they have a litter of puppers. And they at the end of the episode they sing a parody, a sort of a parody of the song "We Are the World." You know, we are the world, we are the future, and it's for Africa. The song for like a bunch of people got together for Africa, and it's like na 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 day for you and me. We are the world, we are the future. We are the day, so let's start giving. No, we are the world, we are the children. We are the ones that make a better day, so let's start giving. Place for you and me. One of the best songs by Michael Jackson. When you're down and out, and you're down at all. Yeah, big, wide open spaces. Would you shut up? That doesn't even work. I like how the doctor, like the psychiatrist was like, would you shut up? That doesn't even work. It's like, bruh, you taught her that mantra. It doesn't work. Silly, shut. But yeah, it's a mid episode. I'll have to admit it is mid. It's a rather mid episode, but it's the subway. Let's all hold hands on the subway, 'cause we've been stuck here in the dark for way too long, way too long. Speaking of which, let's jump over to the next episode, Wheezing Ed, which, again, another C tier. I know some of you might like Wheezing Ed, beside the fact that the people that are running the freaking counterfeit penny operation are Vic and Maury. Oscar's poker buddies or card buddies. They never specifically say poker. They say play cards or something, or poker. It's an okay episode. It's like, oh, have you heard of the tale of Wheezing Ed? And it's like, Wheezing Ed? Who's that? It's a mob boss. He choked on a chicken bone. That's why he wheezes. And like, something about him like sneaking up behind you and like choking you or something like that. You know. Like Larry said, it's Wheezing Ed and some other guy. But yeah. Oh, speaking of which, speaking of Sid, that one kid that hangs out with Peapod, that Peapod boy or Peapod kid. Oh, what was his Peapod's friend? He kind of sounds like Sid. Like I can't think of his name, but yeah, he sounds like Sid. Wheezing Ed. It's an okay episode. It's another C tier. Like, it's another mid episode. It's one of those episodes where you're like, okay, let's move on to something more memorable. You know what I'm saying? It's an okay episode. You might like it. Some might not like it. It's just an episode. You know what I'm saying? It's filler. In my opinion, it's an urban legend episode. But when it comes to urban legend episodes of Hey Arnold, it's rather mid. Tutoring Torvald. Now we're heading into some real good. We're heading into another episode, a better episode. Am I? Yep. All right. So I'm on the right track. Where is it? There we go. Tutoring Torvald. It's a B episode. I like it. We get to see. Let's see if I actually got any notes on tutoring. Yeah, I got some on tutoring Torvald. Tutoring Torvald. It's an okay episode. It reminds me of the Stoop Kid episode. Park. Yeah, Park and Peapod. Park. That's it. Park. Cause okay, put a pin on tutoring Torvald. Park was one of the kids that he sits, I think, behind Arnold. He either sits behind Arnold or behind Rhonda. Because in the episode tutoring Torvald, oh man, I think he sits behind Rhonda. Because he's in the episode, he makes an appearance. Yeah. He sits behind Rhonda. Because Stinky sits behind Arnold in that episode. He sounds an awful lot like... He sounds like Sid, but he's probably like a cooler version of Sid, I guess. I don't know. Tutoring Torvald. It does remind me a lot of the Stupid Kid episode, where he was able to help someone out that people normally feared. And Torvald was able to help out for just a little brief moment in the episode football game, where Hey Arnold and the gang have to play against the 5th graders, Wolfgang, that big Wolfgang juggernaut. We can't beat those 5th grade juggernauts in a football game, Arnold. Stinky, shut up. All right, Arnold, I'm just a simple farm boy. You know, that kind of thing. And I like how Torvald went from bullying the 4th graders to embrace. Well, I'm sure he hassles them still, but like if he sees Torvald or if he sees Wolfgang doing it, he'll probably defend him. Also, I like how the bullies have these like classical names like Torvald. I don't know about Torvald, but Wolfgang and was it Wolfgang, and there's also oh man, it's not Amadeus, is it? No, it's Wolfgang and Beethoven. Ludwig. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, Wolfgang, and Ludwig von Beethoven. Or yeah, Ludwig Beethoven. So you got Wolfgang and then you got Ludwig. You know what I'm saying? And they end up just like having a bromance. You will like the anyways. What I like about I go on these little these hooted rants here, but that's just who I am. What I like about tutoring Torvald is the fact that you get to see more of his character. His mom is so proud of him that she put a drawing that he made on the refrigerator for us that made a C. And even though he got a C+, he was so proud of himself that he actually studied. And Arnold was able to find out how Torvald is smart. He's very smart, but he didn't utilize his intelligence in a way that he understood. Like he shook down Sid for money, and he understood like loans and like, you know, percentages. He was very smart. He just thought it was business. So I can see Torvald realizing that, oh yeah, I know this, like understanding math in different ways. You know what I mean? So he's really smart. It's just his brain works differently. I'm guessing he's probably special needs, but you know, has learning curves. Anyways, yeah, that's tutoring Torvald. And now we have Gerald comes over. which I put as a B episode. Another B episode. Nice. Which, yeah, Gerald comes over. It's a good B episode. It's where we properly get an introduction to where is it at? It's a good episode that introduces the borders properly. Sid probably thought Torvo was too dumb to notice how much money he actually owed. Yeah. Sid, I see Sid as like he's a lot more savvy. Sid's a little more savvy to like streetwise. Like he's street smart. Sid, well, for the most part, Sid is a tier, like I'd say he's like on the rank of like Harold and Stinky when it comes to like the tier list of like street smarts. You know, he's not completely naive like someone like Eugene, but I'd say he's like a rank 2 above that. You know, I'd have to say Curly probably is a lot more savvy than given credit. He's just creep. You know, Curly's a creep though. But yeah, Gerald comes over. It's a good way for us to get a proper introduction into, I guess, a quick glimpse into the Borders characteristics. I'm guessing that Ernie's room probably changes up, because like all those bricks, all those giant blocks in his room can't be safe, because how much those things weigh. And they're all cornerstones. Like all those bricks in his and Ernie's room are probably all cornerstones that he's collected, building markers. You know what I'm saying? That's got like the there's a plaque, and they have like the name of the building and when it was built. I'm sure he's probably collected those and put them in his room as sort of like the walls, and those are pretty heavy. And considering they're stacked on each other, like that has to be a first floor room. You know what I'm saying? Like that has to be a first floor room. There's no way, or it's like a support room where it's like, that probably acts as like sort of a foundation room where like it. I don't know. Either way, he's all like, one hit to the cornerstone and the whole building will go down. And you get to see Oscar, Mr. Huynh, Ernie. You get to see some other Borders that aren't even mentioned in the series. There's also another lady that's supposed to be in season 1, in the episode Heat. That she's like, Arnold, a little heat, is that too much to ask? She ended up getting canned in the second season and put as like an occasional appearance, because the original idea was to have her ask Arnold for like favors and make very perverted advances toward him. But yeah, that's why that neighbor was taken out. But we don't know anything about the chicken owner, the guy that owns the chicken, or any of that. So anyways, that is Gerald Comes Over. Also, I like the little reference Timberly made to Power Rangers. How she's like, oh, I'm Timberly, the Pink Ranger, or something like that, I noticed that when I was like watching it. Spelling Bee. I'd have to say Spelling Bee is a B tier episode. You know what I'm saying? Spelling Bee, B tier. Where is it at? Where is? Oh, there it is. It's another B episode. Oh no, B. B B B B B B B B B. hooty tooty, hooty tooty. I got me some ice cream as a treat to myself. It's a little treat. I got a little treat. I treat myself to some ice cream. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Anyways, sorry. Eugene gives them like 50 cents for rent. Ernie gives them 50 cents for rent. He smashes something and a few coins roll out. I know, right? But wasn't bad at all. Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't great. It was okay. I wrote some notes about spelling bee. What? But yeah, it's an okay episode. It's the first time we see Big Bob's favoritism to Olga, and we see the first design of her before her proper introduction. This was when season 1, so like the first appearance of Olga, she looks more like Miriam, with like long hair, and she doesn't look like Britney Spears with her "Hit Me Baby One More Time" look, with her little like white dress shirt and a black vest with the green skirt. You know, when she became attractive, when Olga, because Olga is supposed to be like 12 years older than Helga, so that means she's 21. So Olga is 21 in the series. We see her as she's like in the furthest back we've seen her is in the episode Helga on the Couch, which isn't until season 6, I believe. And I covered that in an old episode, by the way. You should check it out. Olga, treat yourself, man. We all deserve a treat. I know, right? Yeah. She was 15 when Helga was going to preschool. So I would say 15 minus 12. Was it 12? Yeah. 10, 11. 9, 19, 20, 20. So 15 minus 12, that would be 3. How the heck can a 3-year-old walk all the way to her preschool is beyond me. Like, they couldn't even take 2 minutes to take their 3-year-old daughter to preschool. Anyways, I've ranted enough about that. If you want to really hear about how I feel about Bob and Miriam Pataki, check out my video on either Helga on the Couch episode, or if you want a real big deep dive into how I feel about the Patakis, check out my video, The Patakis, and how their parenting affected Olga and Helga. It's a really good episode, I may add. just saying. With that being said, Spelling Bee, it's a good episode. You get to see what Bob is willing to do for Helga by bribing Arnold with the money, and Helga ends up getting the last word, and he ends up losing. She ends up doing it like deliberately losing because she got the same word that Olga got that won, and it was qualm. 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 Now, the L was practically silent, but she nailed that L! She won! Because it was a Pataki victory. You know what I'm saying? 3-year-old just walking around and no one bats an eye. That was exactly. That was the 90s. Up in Hillwood. Up in Hillwood, you got 3-year-olds walking, getting mugged by dogs, you know, stealing their lunch boxes. You got weirdos walking up to you. Hey, you know, you got weirdos with like that, you know. Anyways, but yeah, Arnold wins, and I think he gets the money for the new keyboard. I don't even think we see what he spends the money on. You know what I'm saying? He just wins the competition. I think he definitely got the keyboard. Or was it the keyboard? Yeah, it was the keyboard, right? Yeah, it was a keyboard. Cause like how I thought it was rollerblades, but that was that's what Gerald wanted in the episode The Wacko Watches, in the Wacko episodes, where Gerald sells Wacko watches to try and get the rollerblades, which he should have. He should have gotten the money to get the rollerblades, like when he was making bank. Anyways, that was Spelling Bee. Next is the next up is the absolute next goated episode of Hey Arnold, and that is Pigeon Man. Pigeon Man is S tier. Do I even need to tell you why Pigeon Man is S tier? If the episode is so good that there's urban legends outside of the urban legend of the Pigeon Man, where Craig Bartlett had to come out and say no. The episode wasn't originally intended. The episode didn't originally end with he probably got a new remote for his room. Yeah, I think yeah. Arnold's got so many gadgets and so many cool stuff in his room. It's just like, so what'd you spend the money on, short man? Oh, you know, new remote. New remote, huh? Yeah. I like how Grandpa Phil. I like how Phil encourages Arnold's little room and stuff, and gets his little tech and stuff all, you know. Never mentioned it to Arnold about the electricity. You know what I'm saying? Also, I love Arnold's room. Like, that's something I like too. His cool little sunroof that he looks up at the sky. That's gotta be scary though when it hails. Just a tangent. Pigeon Man, awesome. When his pigeon for the couch, yeah, a new remote for my couch. yeah. So Arnold's pigeon gets sick. I can't think of the pigeon's name. He takes someone tells him about Pigeon Man, who I think is Sid. I think Sid brings up the Pigeon Man, and Gerald tells him about Pigeon Man, and at first the Pigeon Man was like distant from Arnold because he didn't think he was like, you know. When he found out that Arnold cared about his pigeon, then he started to open up to him. And it really shows that just when Pigeon Man was finally able to open up to someone, that Harold and the others destroyed his rooftop sanctuary. And that causes the Pigeon Man to leave. Now, I'm aware of the episode where Pigeon Man flies away, and it's been theorized and debunked to be false, but there was a rumor going around that the original ending was supposed to symbolize him jumping off the building and unsubscribing from Life magazine, if you will. But it got so bad that Craig Barlett came out and said that's not true. That's not how it's supposed to originally end. You know what I'm saying? It was always supposed to end with him flying off and always fly towards the sun. You know? Or, you know, always, I think it's like fly towards the sun. And I don't know if this is true, but I heard some like Pigeon Man is in Paris or something. Arnold randomly has a pigeon named Chester. That's it, Chester. Just to introduce yeah. I mean, I wouldn't exactly put it out of the possibility of Arnold having a pigeon named Chester. Like I see it being something Arnold has, and it's like if the phone's like, it's the 90s, you know what I'm saying? So if like the phone is out, Arnold sends out Chester to send letters. It's just something Arnold has. But yeah, it's a, in my opinion, it's a very S tier episode. Olga comes home. Oh boy, Olga comes home. Now, I'm not saying it's an A tier, obviously. It's the first time we see Olga and all her Britney Spears quasi look, you know, quasi Britney Spears look. And it's the first time we really see the dynamic between Helga and Olga. You know what I'm saying? She can't stand her perfect sister. And again, I have my opinions on Olga. They're at my Pataki video. It stands at 2.5k views. I mean, shock. But no, but it's an okay episode. It's an A rank episode for a reason why I like it. It's an okay episode. It's good. It's Helga was bad for making her think that her grades were changed, but it's just like the reaction, and after the point where she changed her grades is what made the episode so memorable. But anyways, off to Sally's Comet, another A rank episode, as it shows the lengths that Harold. Okay, why do I keep saying Harold? Gerald. Arnold Ramley. Okay, so it shows the lengths that Arnold and Gerald are willing to go to. Knock it off, Mikey. Quit. You still have food in there. Come on, quit. It shows the lengths that Gerald and Arnold are willing to go to. 1 second, sorry. Yes, you still have food. Quit it, stinkers. You see, you still got a bite full there. You finish this up and I'll get it. Yeah, you still got some food there. Now, I will say, you handled it a lot better than you normally do. You try to knock it over. Anyways, Sally's Comet, where Gerald and Arnold try to watch Sally's Comet. You know, 23 skidoo, 70 years, and it's like and Phil gets to tell Arnold the same thing his dad told him, which is, you're gonna remember this day for the rest of your life. And you know, yeah. We also get a funny moment where Phil's like, I won't be able to see it again, cause you know, I'll be, and Gerald's like, no you won't, Grandpa. And Phil's like, would you stop calling me Grandpa? Okay, but yeah, I like the episode. Yeah. I get so wrapped up in them songs. Anyways, that's Sally's comment. A very nice episode. A very good. Then we get to an episode that, it's okay. It's alright. I mean, it's not the best, but it's alright. Which is Abner Come Home. A C-rank episode. Because it's, aside from Abner running away, it's like, they're trying to find Abner, and it's, you know, they throw trash out in the yard to try and bring him back. And it's a cute episode. It shows things from Abner's perspective. And but yeah, it's a good episode. We don't really get any Abner. Gerald calls him Phil. Yeah. Oh, I thought he called him Grandpa. No, that's Sid. Would you stop calling me Phil? Oh. But yeah. I think Gerald's as much of his granddad as Arnold, the short man. Anyways, but yeah, Abner Come Home. It's an okay episode, but in my hooded opinion, it's not really that memorable. You know what I mean? It's one of those episodes that just feels, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of Room 6. It kind of reminds me of Door 16. You know what I'm saying? It just feels like padding, like a little bit of filler, you know. Anyways, the Sewer King. The Sewer King. And you might be a little bit surprised, but it also gets the C rank, which I think that is the final C rank episode. This is the final C episode, so we won't be the remainder episodes will be better. Will be B rank to A rank. The remaining episodes will either be B rank to A rank. Or S rank. But I don't know, the Sewer King. Arnold loses his pocket watch, his grandpa's pocket watch. And he journeys into the sewer to try and find it. And he runs into the Sewer King. And he has to play against this guy in a game of chess. And he's never played against a human. He always plays against rats. So he's overconfident because he always wins. And Arnold just wipes the floor with him in just a few moves. You know what I'm saying? Multiple games beats Arnold, or beats the Sewer King. And poor Gerald has to go along with all this craziness. And to get back, what is it called? And a pop quiz. What does the Sewer King call Phil's pocket watch? What does he call it? Just a little hooded trivia for you. What does the Sewer King call Grandpa Phil's pocket watch that he's trying to get back from him? But yeah, I like it. It's an okay episode. It's a bit of a... It's a bit mid. Just saying. But still. The Royal Icon. Yes, it is the Royal... That is what it is. The Royal Icon. It is royal. It is an icon. But yeah, the Royal Icon. Next up is false alarms and world records. Now, false alarms goes in B rank. We got B rank for that, and world records. They're both... I got them both in the same kind of tier, B tier. False alarm, basically, Eugene is being framed for pulling the fire alarm. I believe this is it, where Eugene is framed for pulling the fire alarm. Yeah. Mike. Eugene is being framed for pulling the fire alarm. And they hold this like student trial thing. Quit. So it turns up being like it's a royal icon, an icon, a royal icon, and an icon, a royal icon. So, it's royal and an icon, a royal icon. Poor Eugene just gets completely just they did Eugene dirty in this episode, particularly the one that actually committed the crime of pulling the fire alarm, who was amongst the jury. Arnold. It was Arnold, Helga, Harold, Sid, and I believe Phoebe is somewhere hidden. Yeah, Phoebe. Amongst Arnold, Helga, Gerald, Harold, Phoebe, and the guilty party, Curly, we find out, of course, Curly did it. You know what I'm saying? Curly didn't like how Eugene treated his pencil. So he thought he would... He spent, what, months planning this? Meticulously planning every detail. But Arnold knew something was up from the get-go. And I like how Curly stayed quiet until this very last moment. Like, Curly didn't want anyone to know, so he kept quiet about it, and then he finally just gave up. Sorry about that. I don't know why my cat decides now is a good time to, mess with his water dish. False alarms, I liked it. It's a B episode. Curly pulling the fire alarm again when he's caught. Perfect crime, but you didn't count on Arnold figuring. Arnold didn't even accuse you, Curly, and you caved. But anyways, let's go on to world records, where Arnold wants to break the world record for something. Sorry, I'm eating ice cream. And, everyone, well, not Harold. Harold and someone else. I can't think of their name. Harold wants to break the record for the most consecutive rides on a quarter ride. One of those little quarter things, the little whatever. And it's like, I don't know if I think Harold chips in after a while with when they try to make a giant pizza puff. And Sid wrecks it by adding pounds, just adding pounds of freaking flour into it and causing the pizza puff to explode. But they did win by the most attempts at beating a world record. So they got in by, I hate to say it, but they got in by like participation. It's like a participation trophy, essentially. The most attempts at getting a world record. So yeah, that's an okay episode, you know. Magic Show. Magic Show is another B tier episode. Magic Show. It's also B tier. Helga. It's sort of a self-realization episode for Helga about how she acted and stuff. She never changes though. I mean, we don't really see much of a change after it, but we see what life would be like, how Helga would perceive life if it wasn't, you know, how it became a nightmare. Like, everyone's so much happier without her. They mock her. If you're it, you're the... There's this one character that's just like, that's supposed to be like the nice version of Helga or something like that. You're the not Lila. This character pops up later on. Helga, Stinky ends up dating her at the end of Helga's boyfriend. But yeah, they see that their health, Helga's, Miriam and Bob's relationship is so much better without Helga. Because of course it is. They only have Olga. And again, I talk about how they didn't really much want Helga. But anyways, that rants for my Pataki video. But they say there's a funny little moment in the episode of Magic Show where they're like, okay, if you're it, or if you're it, you're the Helga, because everyone hates Helga, and it's like, well, what if you're not it? Oh, well, then you're the, I can't think of her name. She's supposed to be like the nice Helga, or like she has blonde hair, pink dress, kind of like Helga, but she's nice. Phoebe hangs out with her, and even Phoebe forgets about her. Oh, it's not Lila, because Lila doesn't pop up until like season 2. Gloria, that's it, Gloria. Gloria. We don't see much of Gloria. Like, we don't hear much of Gloria except for like maybe 1 or 2 episodes. Like, I think she was replaced with Lila. I think Lila replaced Gloria as like the perfect kid. But anyways, let's move on to 24 Hours to Live, which is of course S tier. There's something about the episode 24 Hours to Live that's really golden. You know what I'm saying? We get to see Harold as a bully, which Harold isn't really a bully. He's more of a complex character, but for the first season, he started out as a bully. He's technically 13. I believe he's 13. Yeah, cause Harold got placed back a few years. How do I remember all this junk from TV shows? But I can't remember my passwords. But I can't remember. That's me too. I've got a hooted brain for like random trivia. But like, there's other stuff I'll forget. But yeah, I'm not sure how old Harold is supposed to be, but I think they stated that he's 13. He's like 4 years older than the other, or 10, 11. He's definitely older than the others because he was held back a couple of years. So my guess is he's either the ages of 10 to 12 at the oldest. Which is weird. How is it that you can go from being as tiny as Arnold to like as gigantic as Torvald or Wolfgang in certain situations? You know what I mean? But yeah, I guess growth spurts are crazy in Hillwood. But yeah, that was World Records. Magic Show. What was it again? 24 Hours to Live. We get to see Arnold acting crazy. Where in the first episodes there was like these daydreams. Like we get to look into Arnold's daydreams or dreams. Harold had a bar mitzvah, so yeah, he's 13, which makes me question why Torvald got made fun of and called out by the teacher when Harold... Yeah, exactly! Harold... Well... I think... Because... Well, obvious reason is because Torvald was the center of that episode. And the fact that it's crazy how him and Torvald are the same age, despite Torvald being the build of a freaking football player, and Harold is a little chunky, you know? Harold's got a similar head shape to Arnold, well, more of a pear shape, and he's got that little boop, you know? It is crazy how Harold is just a bit taller, kind of like a King K. Rool, or what's that Punch Out character? King something. He looks like the king, that king boxer from Mike Tyson's Punch Out games. You know what I'm talking about, right? The bandage over his tummy. Harold kind of reminds me of him. But yeah, it's crazy how... Hang on a minute. It's crazy how the 6th graders and all these other characters look so bigger compared to the other ones. Yet, Harold, who I think that's a character design choice from Craig Barlett to like differentiate who's who. And the only 6th grader or 5th grader that looks similar to them was the Weasel, that Weasel character that looks like that looks like Sid's older brother. That looks like he could be Sid's older brother. That one pretended to be a 4th grader and was like, no, the Weasel or something like that. King Hippo, that's it. And that sounds so horrible to call Harold a hippo, but like, that's what he looks like. He's got that one tooth that pops up, but of course, like Harold, or like Torvald, Harold is a lot more intelligent than he gives on, than he thinks. It's a lot about self-esteem. Harold has a lot of self-esteem issues, like Torvald. So, but yeah, that's 24 Hours to Live. It's more about, back in season 1, Harold wasn't exactly a fleshed out character. He was more of a one-note boy that slowly got his own, that slowly got more character. We see it in the kitten episode, where he gets milkshake. I think it's milkshakes, or cupcake, not milkshakes, cupcake. He got cupcake, and he was able to give up, or as the old lady called him, Thurston. He gave up Thurston to the old lady and she let Harold play with the kitten. And there's also the Fat Camp episode, the bar mitzvah, the bar mitzvah episode, the Patty episode where he plays against Patty in arm wrestling, the grade, the career assessment test one. You name it. Harold is an amazing character. Harold is a great character, and I'd like to do a thing on him. Maybe do a thing. Make a video about him, and maybe in the future, maybe do a little video about Harold's character, how he came from being a one-note bully to more of a complex character from Judaism. He struggles with his, not really struggles with, but it's a focal point of his character. I like how certain characters have this music theme to them. Like Helga's, not Helga, but Oscar has, I think, a similar theme song. They have certain theme songs that play. I think they play some of Harold's music for Oscar too, because they're not in the same, but yeah, Oscar has sort of like a saxophone like music to represent his Czechoslovakia-ness, and Harold has very Judas music that's like kind of like something from Judaism, I don't want to sound, I don't know, but you can tell it's that kind of theme to it, and I really like that. But yeah, Harold as a Butcher is another good episode too. I think I covered that in one of my old episodes. Anyways, let's move on to, I've been here for like what, 2 hours? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been crazy, my hoodies. Anyways, let's move on to, really? Oh, let's not. Alright, let's move on to, where is it? Part-time friends. Alright. Season 1. Arnold's Valentine. I like it. Arnold's Valentine, I like it. It's an okay episode. B tier again. Mainly because I do that junk too at work. But yeah, Arnold's Valentine. I like it. It's an okay episode. Now, it's not the best, but it's not C. It's not. It's the lowest of B rank, but it's too good to be a C rank. For one thing, it's a plot line that's sorry to hear, smacking sounds. But yeah, the fact that this plotline has been done so many times. Someone's got 2 dates. Oh, what are you gonna do? Well, have the dates be within eye shot. so Arnold can move back and forth and stuff to his date with his date with Ruth, which ends up, I think this is the catalyst that shows Arnold that Ruth just isn't for him. Like, she goes, you know, she's not the brightest. And on top of that, some guy came in, some waiter, who I think was one of Maria's. I think it was Maria's boyfriend or ex-boyfriend, who ends up taking Ruth on a date. Cause he's working at the he's working as a waiter. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So he takes Ruth off. So Arnold's like, oh well, he wasn't interested in Ruth anyways. Then Arnold's actual pen pal, Cecile. Is it Cecile? Actually pops up. I wasn't complaining about listening for 2 hours. I'm shocked. Oh, yeah. It does. So, Cecile pops up, and instead of allowing Arnold to explain that, oh, I'm sorry, I'm actually Arnold, Gerald pops up and pretends to be Arnold and takes Cecile out for hamburgers. Like, why? You know what I'm saying? I get it. You know, like, I'm not saying, like, they would end up dating, because I guarantee it the next episode, because we never hear from Cecile again. So it's like, who cares if Gerald takes Cecile out on a date, whatever. They never see her again. The problem is, it's like, Gerald was supposed to respect that. You know what I'm saying? And besides, doesn't Gerald like Phoebe? You know what I'm saying? We've already established, like, it's already been shown in Operation Ruthless that Phoebe and Gerald have a thing for each other. It's even canon that they're a couple, or like people ship them all the time. You know, they're always paired together in the series. But it's like, you know, I don't get why that ending. I mean, it's not the worst way to end an episode. It's just like, man, nah, not really one of my favorite episodes. Also, how does Arnold not realize that that's Helga? Like, how does he not realize that he's talking to Helga? Like, it makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, the French girl just decided to show up at the exact restaurant Arnold was at when she was going to surprise him. How did she know he was going to be? And yeah, that too. That's weird. And it's also the wrong restaurant too, cause they're supposed to go to Chez Pierre or Chez. I think they're supposed to go to Chez Pierre, not Chez Paris. You know, and to be fair, they should have not made it like that, but Helga should have looked at the thing and realized that's not, you know. Was that the same? No, that was the same. No, that wasn't the episode. Yeah, that wasn't the same episode, was it? Where, like, they ended up washing dishes together? No. That's the wrong episode, where Helga gets the French dinners, or the dinner for four or something like that, and she invites Phoebe and Gerald as a couple, and then Arnold and her can go. No, that's a different episode. Exactly. I was See, that's how mid it is. That's how mid Arnold's Valentine. That one was a better episode, but it was still a B episode. Anyways, let's end this off with the top tier episode, in my opinion, next to the journal, I would have to say is the S tier, the best episode of season 1, hands down. Actually, let me just do this real quick. Let me take these in order of no, let's do that. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Eugene's bike, a little backbone, a baseball. I'm gonna rank these up as like yeah. Then we got C. I think C tier is good. B tier is alright. Yeah. So S tier, we got, you know, we got this right here. And absolutely one of my favorite episodes, Hey Arnold. They got Nadine to bring in cockroaches to get out paying the bill. Yeah. And but yeah, I do like that episode. There we go. I love the episode because, as my friend stated, she got the gospel money. Helga at first was all like, oh, Christmas is about getting yours before you get there, or before they get theirs. And I did an episode on it. I actually covered this in last year's Hootmas. I think I covered this in last year's Hootmas episode, Arnold's Christmas, where they want Arnold gets Arnold ends up getting Mr. Huynh as the Secret Santa, and as a gift, he wants to find out what Mr. Huynh wants. And of course it leads him to going on a quest to find Mr. Huynh's daughter. Now, it's Helga that really shines through in the character department, as we see her giving up the thing she wanted most, which was the Nancy Spumoni snow boots, to give to the guy at the city, information thing. Sorry about that. And the reason why Mr. Huynh is at the town, is in the city, is because Mai is somewhere in Hillwood, but he doesn't know where to look, how to look for her. And Helga ended up helping by giving the snow boots and starting that big investigation to find Mr. Huynh's daughter. It's a beautiful episode, lovely episode, one of the best episodes. Love it, I love it, great, nice. But yeah, that's basically it. This is basically the Hey Arnold tier list, season 1, in my opinion. I like these episodes, I really do. Season 1, like, you can tell there was more, there was a lot more B tier episodes than there were A or S. Cause there's a lot of filler, but there are still these memorable episodes. And despite me ranting and stuff, I'd like to keep doing these. But this took a little longer than I thought it would, because I had to watch the episodes and really get a feeling of how they made me feel. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was the. Where is? There we go. We got ourselves the episode. You know, I'm chilling here. I'm chilling here at the Sunset Arms Rest boarding house for the weekend. You know what I'm saying? It's been a pretty good day. But I also did this as a sorry about that. But yeah, aside from my ranting, my little tangents and different episodes, I hope you enjoyed. Hope you enjoyed the video, my hooties. Let me know what you guys thought of Hey Arnold Season 1 in the comments. What episode meant the most to you? If you agreed with my list, if you disagree with what placement, you know, keep it civil. But yeah, I'm just chilling. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of the day and good old Arnold's living room. Well, I'm gonna probably head up to my room and do a little gameplay. Do a little gameplay footage of something, live stream something a little later on tonight. Or not. Who knows? Who knows? You know? Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys. It's been fun. It has been fun. But yeah. I hope you subscribe if you haven't already. If you're watching this, if you're a new hootie. Or give this a like, you know what I'm saying? I might be able to return to the Sunset Arms at a later time to review Season 2. But who knows? Anyways, I'm going to end it here. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys when you visit the Owlery again. And I give my hoot in the dark. I will see you guys next time. Also, look at this cool little like break room. I had this for in case I went to the bathroom or something. And I had this cool like, you know. I still think it's crazy how they got the same font from like the font used in the series is called Arnold, which is crazy. But yeah. See you guys. I'll see you next time.